To throw again is Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Over the middle, complete. That's Bell. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw on second and 10. Roethlisberger, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are back within a single score. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of one, and that'll make it third down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
And that is going to do it for EA Sports. The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check 26, check 26. Watch, twitch.
Now Young. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go with Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. They'll go again to Jones. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Johnson. Johnson with a first down or more. And down to the 28-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Now a first down carry by Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Now Jones. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. They'll run here with Connor. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, box truck.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A game there of 30 big ones.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Let's get it. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Blue down.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go again.
They give to Johnson going right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts him back within one score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that third one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go.
Johnson running right. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far, 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. They'll go with Jones. Evades the tackler, and now some space. He's at the 30, past the 20, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 43 yards. Roethlisberger will throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tennessee, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen,